right, week 4. You guys are so awesome. All right, we're gonna start with the inchworm towards the wall. Walk it up, walk it down, give it a push up, walk it up, walk it down, push up. So as you're doing that, you should absolutely feel your core super tight and locked in, starting to gain that core strength and shoulder strength. And if it doesn't feel very hard, then I challenge you to safely step away from the wall a little bit more. Bring it back down and get that push up. Up, maybe you go a little farther if it feels okay on your shoulders, and down. So 8 reps, getting nice and warm, chest and core area. Next up is chest openers. Ooh, I am sore there. 8 of those. Lat pullover stretch. So you should feel that all the way down your side here. Windmills is our last warm-up move. Again, those shoulders nice and ready to go. So 8 of each of those. When you're nice and warm, we'll move into the shoulders. Lateral raise. We've got our chewing happening over here from Sam. Okay, so lateral raise. Loop it if you need to, otherwise just the band, however it feels good. And we're gonna go starting with our ankles. Our feet are engaged, knees are soft, hips tilted forward, core's nice and tight, posture's good. So we're starting right here, centered and perfect. Then I'm gonna lock it in at my hip. Yeah, lateral raise, I don't need to loop it. And up we go. So only raise it to your shoulder height, back down. If you find yourself kind of swaying or having a hard time, just stagger your feet. That gives you a little bit more stability. Okay, so you're gonna go 16 each side. That's a lot for our shoulders. So make sure, if you need to give it a little more space, give it a little more space. If it's too easy, lock it in at your hip. You're your own judge here. And you just have to find that line where it is burning by 13, 14, 15, 16. You want to feel it. It's got to hurt so good. But there is that fine line of pain where it's aggravating old injuries and you don't want to press on that button. But if it's just muscles burning, push through and hit those 16 on all of these. So this one, I changed it on the digital format. Your printed format says swimmers. So the move with weights goes like this, but that was just too complicated to do with a band. So that's why we're locking here, and now let's see, switch that. Locking here and straight up. This one I could probably twist. So again, just raising to that shoulder height and that athletic position. You're gonna raise all the way to 16, opposite side. Front raise. And the trick with bands, again, just reiterating the point, you really want to control on the way down. So a lot of times we'll come up and then control 1, 2, 3 on the way down. And that's where you're really going to build that muscle. After that one, we've got military press. So we're going to lock it at our shoulder. And this is the one you got to start out wide here. And you're pressing up straight above the shoulder, back down into that L position. 1, 2, up, 1, 2, boom. Once you get 16, switch sides, starting here, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2. Now, as you guys did this, I saw this shoulder start to sneak forward, so really focus on keeping that posture open. Keep these shoulder blades together. So even when I'm here, my shoulders are still back. We're still building that posture. Okay? Sweet. Next one, 1 minute of front jabs. So that's right here, twisting at the core. My hips and knees are planted, but I am jabbing straight in front of my face. Pick an imaginary target right here that you're gonna hit over and over again, straight from your shoulder. So as you start to hone in on that target, the quicker you can snap your arm back, the more force you're going to be creating, the more calories you're going to be burning. So once you get that motion, you can speed it up and have some fun with it. Let out some anger. Our next set starts with a bicep curl. This one we did a wide bicep curl. So we're gonna lock it at the hip here. You're gonna come down wide, up all the way. So it's outward, and we're going to 16. Then you'll switch for this one. That was pretty good to loop it around, have it here. Let's see, right there. Elbows locked in the side, engage that core. You've got, it's so easy to let your back go and take some of the brunt, but we are putting it in our core, our stomach muscles, and our bicep. We don't want our lower back carrying any of this bicep curl. That doesn't make sense, right? So we gotta always start in that athletic position. And I keep saying it, but if I don't focus on it, I don't do it either. So that's why we keep focusing on it. Nice neutral spine. We're gonna lock this elbow in at our side as we do that outside wide curl. Okay, whoop. I didn't have my arm locked down. All the way to 16. Downward triceps. So now we're gonna lock it up high. Have our palm down and extend downward. Elbows locked at the side. Again, anytime you start to float it out, it puts more into your shoulder and your back. And we're really trying to isolate the back of your arm there. So start with that good posture. Boom, don't let this opposite side sneak in, sneak in. If it's having to sneak in and you're losing form, release a little bit of the pressure. So you just wanna always go form over how much weight you're doing. And then, excuse me, other side. We'll lock it in up here, extend downward. Notice the elbow is locked into place. We don't want it floating, we don't want it coming forward or back, right here at your side. Core is nice and tight. Whew, those are good back-to-back sets. Next one for 1 minute, uppercuts. So again, my body's just kind of knees bent. Here, core's tight. And I'm gonna uppercut, finding that target right here, like I'm hitting the bottom of someone's chin. And once you get that motion, you can speed it up and really have some fun with it. Bam! I think the fun thing with MMA is you feel like you can just do anything. Very empowering. Overhead lat pull. We are almost done with this circuit. Whew. So lat pull down, if you're on a machine, it looks like this. And you pull to your chest. So we're gonna mimic that with the band, holding one up high. And from here, pulling down to our chest. So this is gonna really activate stabilizing muscles in your shoulder. So I would actually prefer doing the band for a lat pull versus just the machine, because you're gonna feel your tricep here, your scapula as you stabilize that left shoulder to do the work with your lat on the right side. And on this side, what we're working is this back muscle that's huge. And you'll feel a little bit in your shoulder as well because you're stabilizing that band on the way up. And you'll switch sides. There we go. Once you hit 16, just to the chest line. Just like I have a bar, my arm's coming out and down. Woo! Boy, that's a good one. 16 of those, then we're into bent over row. So you're gonna either link it around your shoe and pull upward. That first one was a little crazy. You want it right by your ribs as you do that bent over row. And we also talked about just anchoring it here if you'd like to anchor it, and then row. But you have to wrap it a little bit, make it shorter. Okay, let's see. So same thing, but for the bent over row, what I want you to try is both legs straight, like together, not staggered. So both legs together. So I'm trying to say athletic position, hip hinge forward. So notice my knees are just kind of soft, and come as much into a tabletop as you can. Oh, I broke my sun-beaten band. From there, you're going to row. Okay, so other side as well. 16 each side. Perfect timing. That was our last move with that. Our last cardio move is a hook. Bring it around, hook. So again, you're just picturing someone's face just kind of low there, and I'm just keeping in line with my shoulders. Bringing it side to side. Put on your timer. Once you get the motion, just speed it up. Now, I didn't reiterate the point with the uppercut to crunch towards that arm, but that's really how you're gonna gain a lot of core strength through these. So same with this. As I'm coming around, I'm crunching side to side, and you're working those obliques like crazy. Our core circuit, we've got the standing ab tilts, so grab one of your weights. You'll do 16 each side, starting in that athletic stance, shoulders back and together, and just crunch towards your one weight. So this hand will be empty. You'll do 16 that side, 16 the other side. Single leg balance. You can hold the weight if you want. I think we just did body weight. And you're just gonna lift that knee up. My planted knee is, of course, a slight bend in it, protecting that joint. If you can hold it for 30 seconds or just touch down as needed, or you can be by the wall. And again, body weight's fine for that one. And then lastly, oh, now I need the weight again. That's why I was holding it. You're gonna do a walking core hold with the weight. So just walking across your house or wherever you are for 30 seconds with perfect posture, having that arm upward. After 30 seconds, switch which side has the weight. And you'll just be up, okay? All right, that is our workout. So for our cool down, it's the shoulder trio. So you're coming across, 10 to 20 seconds. Again, slice that back, get those triceps. And this side, tricep, and then in the back, opening up our chest. Lat pull over, and then you'll hold here for 10 to 20 seconds. Other side. Thomas the Trains, huh? Chest, and we're gonna add a back stretch. So you bring your hands to the front and curve it upward. Oh, it feels good. 10 to 20 seconds on each of those. And then for the neck, so you can do starting in that really good posture. 10 to 20 seconds this side, just with a gentle pull. You're just finding space in your neck. And then we also did arm behind the back. Look at your shoulder. And then you're just gonna help push a little bit down. So you just drop your chin towards your collarbone. Opposite side, look at your shoulder, and then drop your chin. And that's it. Woo! Wonderful. Have an awesome day. I'll see you Friday.